Hey guys, welcome back to Mondays at the Museum. I'm Carrie and I'm here at the Anna Bemis Palmer Museum in York, Nebraska. So for today's episode, we're going to be talking about a guy named Bill Moomey. For those of you that are local, you may know this name because of the list of accomplishments that I'm about to go over. For those of you that don't know it, pay attention because it's a whirlwind of a life. Okay. So Bill is from here in York, Nebraska, and he graduated from York High School in 1944. When he wasn't taking classes, he was lifting 50-pound blocks of ice. Yes, we had an ice factory once upon a time. He was also a lifeguard at the town's pool. Now, in high school, Bill ran track, and it said that he never lost a race during his time in high school. And he also did high jump. He won several medals and ribbons during this time. He played for the football team here as well, where he was a halfback, and their team went undefeated. And he was the leading scorer on the York High School basketball team. And in 1944, they took state. After graduation, he went to the service and actually joined the Navy and served during World War II. During this time, he won a wrestling championship in the Navy, which is pretty impressive. After his time in the service, he returned to Nebraska, where he attended the University of Nebraska in Lincoln. There he played for the football team, go Cornhuskers, and ran track. While running track, he tied a world record for hurdles, actually at UNL, which is really cool. And he was named the Big Six All-Around Athlete of the Year. If all these things weren't enough of athletic accomplishments, he also went on to win a silver medal in the Olympics, but not for anything above, for field archery. So quite the life in athletics. And to go along with that, Bill was quite the artist. He did several paintings, and it says that one of his early paintings won first place in a Scholastic magazine competition, and it went on to be displayed at the Library of Congress. Bill also dabbled in film as well. It seems like he did actually a little bit of everything during his time on Earth, although he is quoted as saying, "I'm still looking for something I'm good at." I think he found plenty. Just me. He married a very lovely lady named Sandy, who actually reached out to me, and I was very grateful for that. So thank you, Sandy. And she sent me a link to a really cool video that their daughter put together, and I will be sharing that on our social media. So pay attention because it's really cool. Bill passed away December 28th, 2021, in Arizona at the age of 95. Now, we are very lucky to have one of Bill's paintings here in our collection. So it was of a lady named Gerda Pearson, and this painting was commissioned by her daughter. It was completed by Bill in 1950 when he was only 24 years old. Okay, I'm going to show it to you now. Okay, so here is Gerda Pearson. Again, this was commissioned by her daughter Gladys in 1950. Pearson was 90 at the time that this was painted, and the oldest living Nebraska pioneer here in York. The painting itself was on display in a bank, but apparently it later ended up in their storage, and then 20 years later it was discovered by an employee, and they were like, "I don't know anything about this, but you can see the corner there where it says Moomey." So they actually sent it back to him, and then he sent it back to York, because the Pearson family is one of the oldest families here in York, and he thought that it would be better here. So this is really cool image here. Crossed hands and everything, just really cool. And as well, we have a side-by-side of her sitting next to it, which I just think is so cool. So for those of you that haven't yet visited our artwork exhibition, you do still have time. The last date is actually August 2nd, which is a Friday. Again, we are open Tuesdays through Fridays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we'd love to see you here. Reach out if you have questions.